matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So East Carolina's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep them block out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown Pirates. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense has the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. This guy can throw it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. He'll keep it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Rogers. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got an open man. works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Got a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
That's defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Boom. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got his man. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high rank.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoffman. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Pirates are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. It's complete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Pirates want to move quickly.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Lost to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Riles. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Powers through the defender. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Hauser. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air, it's Hauser. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
NC State 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got a man, it's Jones. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Brings up
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Huffman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Swings it out to his running back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Heaves it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
2nd down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Pirates send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to pass, it's Bailey. catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, NC State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. In these situations, you drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And the Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To the air. It's Bailey. Get it out on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Second down coming up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Grab near the sticks. It's Hoffman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hoffman. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Hauser. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Grimes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. On the run, it's Scott. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grimes. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Finds his man, it's Riles. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Working the middle, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. Just keep slinging it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Scott. How about that nifty footwork as he gives them a little breathing room after the 12. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Bailey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
And just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. A 3rd and goal, and this defense, touchdown Pirates. They move on top here in the 4th.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. That's reeled in. It's Scott. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't...
Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Thomas looking to fire. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He wants a big play here late. And his first pass is incomplete. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They give it to him again. Makes a man miss. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He cannot get there. A 4th down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish. Thomas back to pass. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sport.